Artist liaison, what is that role? What does it involve? I've done it for a number of years. I really like it. The first time I ever did it and realized it was a job, I thought I could do this. The best way I can describe it is that you are the link between the artists and the event that they're coming to, whether that's a festival, award show, or whatever it might be. As that link between the event and the artist, you are going to help essentially make sure their experience of the event is a good one. If you are the manager, you're going to do a lot more advanced work, which when we say advanced, we just mean the work before the event. If you're not the manager and you're one of the artist team, you're probably going to show up a day or two before the event, get acquainted with where you are and get on with it. So your role will involve making sure their dressing rooms are right, they have the right things in the dressing rooms. You're going to be involved a little bit in getting them to stage on time. I definitely have done that. During the show, you deal with their teams, not the artists, not because they're divas, but it's just the way you do things. When I say artist team, I'm usually dealing with a tour manager or a production coordinator or somebody like that in their team. They have a whole system, and so it's best just to deal with them, and then they relay the information to the people they work with. There is so much more I could say. I should probably do a second video. If you have questions on, I will answer questions, so comment or DM me, I don't mind. And yeah, that's my tiny little bit on Artist Liaison. Artist Liaison Part 2, I was asked for more information, and so I thought, let me do a video for people who are just interested in knowing more, or you might do it one day and you're trying to prepare, and so I thought of a few things that will be useful for you. What kind of skills are you going to need to tap into? What are some good to knows? Let's jump into that. So firstly, communication. You're going to be communicating in person, over the phone, over email, over radio. You're going to keep calm, but you're also going to know how to really get into gear when things are under pressure. Depending on the event, it might not be that pressurized and it might be calm. You're going to know how to look at schedules and look at details and do that really well. Depending on the level of artist you're working with, you're probably going to have to do some kind of problem solving, firefighting type activity. Let me give you some stories. One of the festivals I worked on, I was looking after one of the main stage artists. I had a few main stage artists, but we knew this one was going to be late. Now, his people, his crew had come in advance, and so I was speaking mainly to his head of security and one of the tour managers, and we just tried to get a lot of things in place. So we organized accreditation to be ready so they could fly through with their passes. We had told the main stage manager, the main stage security people. We had spoken to the rest of the artist liaison team, the promoters, because the promoters need to know if they're going to be late, if they need to put some kind of filler thing in. And because of all of that, we were really prepared. They arrived on site. So the artists, we heard from the artist team, so the A party, and I'll go through that in a second, that they were on the way. They arrived on site 10 minutes before. 10 minutes before they needed to be on stage. We flew them through, we got them backstage. The artists came out the car, they got all their packs on, got their ears in, and they were on stage with a few minutes to spare. And I was even asked for tea for the artists with honey, and I got that ready, side of stage, everything. So that was one example. But sometimes you might have artists come with vehicles that are too big, or more vehicles than you expected. You might have I was asked for a stylist once. I was also asked for, one artist asked me for cream for their knees, and I had some more cocoa butter in my bag. So there's all kinds of things. A party, or you might hear principal, is the artists and the people who go around with them, who travel with them. B party is your band, your BVs, your dancers. C party, who are the crew. And they have different schedules because they usually travel different. I think it goes without saying that if you're doing this job, you're going to be in close proximity to artists. It might not just be music artists, you might deal with talent in general, and so you cannot be someone who's going to lose it around these people. You can't be going there and asking for selfies. Just know these people are normal. In the most part, they're lovely. I've dealt with a lot of really nice people. They're down to earth, but yeah, don't be acting a fool. You won't get far with that.